evening, everyone, and welcome to Studio 9. Good evening, everyone. I'm Patricia Maese, the host for Studio 9, the only lifestyle show right here in the borderlands. And this week, we're featuring one of the local eateries that's garnishing national attention. This week, we're visiting the oldest winemaker in New Mexico. We're taking you to one of the world-class bouldering destinations. We're showcasing some world-famous boots. We're bringing you the show from the location where Khalid first launched his music career, from tragedy to strength and hope. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the special tribute show of Studio 9, honoring the community of El Paso. I'm your host, Patricia Maese, and we are El Paso Strong.
You know, the real enemy isn't this person, it's not that person, it's not this group or that. The real enemy, honestly, really and truly, let's tell the truth today. The real enemy is the guy that did it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we need to remember that.
That's him. He did it. If he doesn't do it, none of this happens. This wasn't a mass plan. No, it was one guy, drove in 10 hours, came to our city to hurt people. You know, and even hating him isn't going to change anything. All it's going to do is infect us.
And as we know, both in life and in horse racing, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. Talk about when he's catching up to those horses and he slowly begins to pass them, and he wins by how many lengths? 10, 15 lengths?
No, he wins by 6 3/4.
He's catching up and takes the lead.
When he went by me the first time, he was way behind, and I was kind of disheartened a little. As they went down the backside, he started kind of gaining slowly, just kind of grinding up to him. But when Calvin sat down on him and asked him to run, you could just see him just swallowing him up. I mean, he was going by him so fast, it looked like he was running twice as fast as everybody else. And so when they turned for home, I realized, you know, we've got a chance to win then, you know. And so we were all on our chairs screaming and hollering, you know, and honestly, I didn't even see the last 16th of a mile. I mean, I knew we had won already, and Calvin was flagging him with his stick, so we were celebrating in the box. I didn't even see the finish.
Spectacular upset. Mind that bird.
Now, I watched the replay. You were there live. What's going through your mind? Talk about the emotions. Like you said, you start off disheartened, and then the momentum switches, and he's in first place. I mean, what are you thinking?
Actually, as it went on, you got, you know, more excited, but then all of a sudden, you're just stunned.
Yeah.
I mean, you won the Kentucky Derby, and I mean, who wins the Derby, right? So we were just kind of everybody looking at each other like, you know, what do we do now, you know? And actually, I had to sit down and cry for a second, get up, go out, take a wind picture, and it was an exciting time.
It's just the time of your life, right? Something you'll never forget.
Absolutely.
You're getting a little emotional right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting emotional with you. What an incredible experience.
My husband and I were able to compete at the national level for Ninja, and we as well made it for 3 seasons in Ninja Warrior, which was awesome. It was really cool meeting people. There's not many people that get selected. So I think out of 60,000 applicants, I think only 400 get selected all around the United States. So we were really privileged to have gotten selected from El Paso.
Because we're gonna go super slow.
Okay.
So if I'm here, right, and I bury my head, good. Just
and
like
then
that.
back?
And then, even if I bury my head, this creates the angle to the side.
Okay.
And this one immediately comes
Boom.
You can do this on a chair at your home. If you have a bench, you can do these anywhere.
Okay.
So you just want to keep your body really close to the bench and lower down into a 90-degree angle with your arms, and this is going to target the back of your arms, those triceps.
Feel it, Lizzie.
Yes, and if you want to be more advanced, you can put weight onto your lap. You could put your baby on your lap if you're a mom. So you can do these dips anywhere, anytime to work the back of your arms.
How many of these should you be doing?
About 15 to 20 of them, and then we want to do 3 to 4 rounds.
A must have. They pair well with, like you said, beer.
Yes, beer, the clamatos. Some people even put them on their nachos. You can have them on your tacos.
So
Absolutely
grasshopper,
delicious.
it's a delicacy. You need to try it. They're in these little bags, so yummy. I'm gonna try them. We're all gonna try them here. So absolutely yummy. You have the traditional items, some of your newer ones, and then you're looking at some other ones coming ahead for the next season.
We sure do. So not just for the next season, but things that people can see during the midway point of our season. We always try to keep our menus fresh. And
I used to tell him, I'm gonna be there one day, watch, I'm gonna be on TV. And I'm lucky enough to be one of the fortunate that have been there.
And it's every Little League player's dream, and like you said, you're lucky enough to be one of those, or blessed enough or talented enough to actually make it to the big leagues. Talk about that opportunity to happen in 2016, and walk me through it. When you walk out, you're with the Oakland A's. Not the Padres at the time, and then?
Right. I was playing in Nashville at the time, AAA for them, and they told me actually after a game that I was charting that I wasn't going to throw where we were at the time that Thursday. I was going to be throwing in Anaheim. And my heart kind of stopped for a quick second. And I immediately went outside, started calling family members, called my wife. And as soon as I called my parents and my wife, I just, the tears started coming. I couldn't stop them. But the very first time you walk out on a big league park as a player, you know, I've been to big league parks growing up as a fan. And it's cool just doing that. But when you walk out there for the first time as a player, it's not something you can really explain. It takes your breath away, and
I can imagine.
You realize how blessed you are.
How surreal is it? I mean, you're playing with the A's. Who was the opposing team? You were saying the Angels?
The Angels.
And you're on the mound.
Yeah,
and what's going through your head? You're thinking, okay, this is it. All eyes are on me. This is...
Well, but before the game, right before I started stretching and warming up in the outfield, I took a second and just kind of looked around the stadium at all the fans and tried to soak it in, because I didn't want to miss that opportunity to soak it in when you're in your big league debut. But one of the first 3 hitters I faced was Mike Trout.
Oh.
So, and he gave me a pretty good welcoming present into the big leagues. But, you know, if it was going to be anybody, I'm glad it was
Mike Trout. And yeah, at least you could say you pitched to Mike Trout.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I ended up getting my win and my debut, and the inning they took me out, that's when I looked up in the stands and looked at my family's section, and everybody's standing up screaming, and that's when it really sank in. And I'm not going to say I cried walking off the mound, but it makes your eyes water a little bit.
I can imagine. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. El Paso's lucky to have you. We'll be watching this season. Thank you so much.